How many of you out there feel like you don't have enough time, like you're always busy, but nothing's getting done? Here's the truth: most people aren't running out of time. They're wasting it. And it stops today. You've got to claim back your time, because that is your most valuable asset. I want you to think about something. What is the single biggest thing holding you back? Is it lack of knowledge? Is it fear? No, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now, it's how you use your time. People think they're busy, but it's not about being busy, it's about being productive. Time is the ultimate equalizer. Whether you're rich or poor, young or old, you've got the same 24 hours in a day. What you do with those 24 hours will determine everything. Successful people maximize their time, and unsuccessful people waste it. You've got to get laser focused. Most of us waste our time on things that don't matter. I mean, think about it. How many hours do you spend scrolling through social media, watching other people live their lives instead of living yours? How much time do you spend worrying about things you can't control? How often do you catch yourself overthinking, stuck in analysis paralysis, convincing yourself you're getting ready when really you're just procrastinating? These are distractions, and they are stealing your life from you. Every minute you waste is a minute you will never get back. That time is gone forever. We've all got 24 hours in a day, but most people fill their days with mindless activities that bring them no closer to their goals, no closer to the life they deserve. It's time to cut these things out, no excuses. You've got to get brutally honest with yourself. What are the top 3 to 5 things that are draining your time, your energy, your focus? Maybe it's checking your phone every 10 minutes. Maybe it's binge watching shows or getting caught up in other people's drama. Whatever it is, it's got to stop. Just write it down. Make a list of your biggest time wasters and commit to eliminating them. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. When you remove these distractions from your life, you'll create the space to focus on what truly matters. The things that will push you forward, that will make you grow. That will take you to the next level. You'll finally have the time to build the life you've always wanted, but only if you stop giving your time away to things that don't serve you. This is your time, and no one else will protect it for you. It's up to you to decide. Are you going to let distractions control your life, or are you going to step up, take action, and get serious about your future? The choice is yours, but the time to act is now. There's no such thing as not having enough time. That's just an excuse. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, so the real question is, what are you doing with yours? It's never about not having time, it's about priorities. The truth is, people make time for what they believe is important. If you're not where you want to be in life, it's because you're prioritizing the wrong things. Look at the people who succeed, the top 4%. They aren't superhuman. They don't have more hours in their day than you do. They just make different choices. They focus on what matters most every single day. They don't get caught up in distractions and trivial tasks or things that don't move the needle. They know that if they want to achieve something extraordinary, they've got to prioritize ruthlessly. What are the top things that will move you closer to your goals? Is it building a skill? Is it growing your business? Is it taking care of your health? Whatever it is, that's where your focus needs to be. If it's not getting you closer to the life you want, it's got to go. That means learning to say no, cutting out the noise, and honing in on what truly matters. You've got to get crystal clear on your priorities. What are the 1 or 2 things that will make the biggest difference in your life? Start there, and don't let anything distract you from them. Because when you prioritize what brings you closer to your goals, you make progress, you build momentum. And that's when the breakthroughs happen. This isn't just about managing your time, it's about managing your life. Every decision you make either pulls you closer to your vision or pushes you further away from it. And if you're serious about success, you've got to be ruthless about where you put your energy. Focus on what matters most and you'll get the results you've been dreaming of. Success loves speed. Too many people wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect opportunity, and they end up doing nothing. Perfection is just a fancy word for procrastination. You don't need to have everything figured out to start. In fact, the most successful people out there didn't have it all together when they began. They just started. They took action. They didn't wait for all the pieces to line up, because here's the secret: momentum is the key to massive results. When you take that first step, you're creating momentum. And once you build it, you've got to keep it going. Action creates more action. Energy builds energy, and suddenly you're moving faster than you ever thought possible. The biggest mistake people make is getting stuck, overanalyzing, waiting for everything to be just right, but guess what? It's never going to be perfect. The conditions will never be ideal. If you wait for perfection, you'll wait forever. Start with what you have right now. Even if it's small, even if it's messy, just move. Every little step you take gets you closer to your goals, and as you build momentum, your confidence grows, your skills sharpen, and opportunities start showing up. That's the power of momentum. It creates a force that's hard to stop. But here's the thing, you've got to stay consistent. It's not enough to get started and then stop when things get tough or when you hit an obstacle. Momentum works both ways. If you stop, if you slow down, you lose it. And starting over is 10 times harder. Keep pushing forward, keep taking action no matter what. Success comes to those who keep moving, who don't quit, who refuse to lose their momentum. So don't wait, don't hesitate, don't get stuck in perfectionism. Success loves speed. Start now, build your momentum, and watch how fast your life starts to change. If you don't schedule your time, someone else will. That's a fact. If you don't decide how you're going to spend your day, you'll end up spending it on things that don't matter, on other people's priorities, not your own. This is why so many people feel overwhelmed, like their life is out of control. It's not that they don't have enough time, it's that they're not in control of how they use it. You've got to take charge. And it starts with something simple but powerful, planning your day the night before. Don't wait until the morning, don't wake up and wonder what you should do. You've got to go to bed knowing exactly what your next day looks like. When you do that, you're setting yourself up for success before you even open your eyes. Structure creates freedom. Most people think that having a schedule is limiting, that it ties you down. But the truth is, when you structure your time, you actually gain more freedom because you're in control. You know what needs to be done when it needs to be done, and you eliminate all that wasted time figuring it out. You free yourself from stress, from chaos, from overwhelm. When you're intentional with your time, you take back control of your life. You're no longer reacting to whatever comes your way. You're driving the ship. You make sure the important things get done first, the things that move you closer to your goals. And when those are locked in, you have space for everything else. This is where real power comes from. You can't control everything in life, but you can control how you use your time. You can decide what your day looks like, what your week looks like, what your life looks like. But it won't happen by accident. You've got to be intentional. You've got to be intentional. You've got to make a plan, stick to it, and pretend like your future depends on it, because it does. Don't let another day go by without a plan. Take control. Schedule your time and watch how your productivity, your focus, and your results explode. The path to success is to take massive, determined action. It's that simple. Stop waiting for the right time, the right opportunity, the right mood, because those things will never come. There's never going to be a perfect moment to start, so you've got to create that moment. Success doesn't wait around for you to feel ready. You've got to take action right now, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable. You see, most people spend their lives waiting for permission, waiting for inspiration, waiting for some external force to come along and change their circumstances. But nothing changes until you change. Nothing moves until you move. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for all the stars to align, they just started. They took massive action, and they kept taking it day in and day out. Action is what creates momentum. It's what gets you from where you are to where you want to be. But not just any action, massive, determined action. I'm talking about pushing yourself beyond your limits, taking bold steps, doing the things that scare you, the things that stretch you. Because the bigger the action, the bigger the results. Stop overthinking, stop analyzing every little detail, and stop holding yourself back. You don't need more time, more resources, or more information. You just need to start. Take one step today, then take another tomorrow, and then another. When you take action every single day, you move closer and closer to your ultimate vision. And that's when the magic happens. That's when doors start to open, opportunities begin to show up. And you begin to see the results you've been dreaming of. Yeah, but it all starts with action, massive action. Every day, consistent, focused, determined, that's the secret to success. You can't think your way to your goals, you've got to act your way there. So stop waiting. The time is now. And it's up to you to take the first step.